Design Review Board. Before we get started, I'm going to ask Tim to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Tim. We have a pretty long agenda tonight, but I think we can get through it pretty quick. I know there's some bad weather coming, so we'll try to hustle it through. And before we get started also, just to let you know, when you approach the podium, please let us know who you are, the company you represent, and if you've got plans, you can lay them out on the table next to the podium. So our first application tonight is DRB 2021-46, the application of Brandywine signs at 512 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for some signage. And this is a continuation from July of this year. Step right up. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm Linda Finan.
Good, good. All right, so why don't you walk us through and tell us what you have in mind for that location?
Well, their condominium at 512, the condominium association, wants to have a bigger sign for their tenants.
I'm sorry, are you Linda?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Linda, maybe you could take your mask off.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
we can hear a little bit better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So they basically want to replace the sign that they have there now to make it a little bit bigger. It's right now, I think it's a 4x6, and they want to make it a 5x4. Or, sorry, 8x4, 4x8.
5 by
8
8.
high by 4 wide.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, 5 wide by 8 high. I don't know, I've been working on it for so long, it seems like forever.
Okay. So Linda, what's the current size there?
It's 4x6.
24, okay. Well, there's probably a reason why it's 24 square feet, because you're not allowed to have 40 square feet.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to find out. How can we possibly do it?
Well,
He's got a lot of frontage there
yeah.
on both street sides.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's that?
I'm at a disadvantage, I don't have this packet.
Oh, okay. Here, let me show it to you guys. Linda, did you have the plans? Can you lay them
I
on it?
don't.
You
I
don't?
don't have
Okay.
them.
All right.
I mean,
here's-
I have the sign sketches and things, but I sent in 7 of them, I think.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So each panel's 2 feet by 5 feet. So each panel's 10, so there's 40 right there. Okay. Yeah,
So they're not just back to back.
yeah, so that doesn't have the measurement or anything, but it's, yeah, each are 2 by 5, so it's, yeah.
But they're not back to back, they're separate ones.
I think it's maybe a 2-sided sign. Yeah, because it's east and west. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So Linda, how do you get around it? I guess that's the question.
Yeah.
Tim, you're an attorney. I guess you can tell them the procedure for Radnor Township.
Yeah, so due to the zoning.
Put your mic on. Yeah.
In that zoning, what's the square foot there?
Well, they're in a C2, so they're allowed, they could do a pole sign or a ground sign, but this is classified as a pole sign, so they're allowed 25 square feet
Right.
max.
So if you want to go beyond the maximum allowed square footage for the sign in the zoning code, you'd have to go and seek a zoning relief from the zoning hearing board.
Okay.
So what we can do at this point, we can look it over and look from an aesthetic point of view and tell you whether we approve or contingently approve the appearance of the sign, and then after that, you would have to file an appeal and seek the,
For the zoning board.
from the zoning hearing board.
Okay. All right.
So Linda, yeah, according to the code, pole sign, you're allowed 25 square feet max with a sign height of 15 feet above grade. If you want to get a little bit more square footage, you can go to a ground sign, which is going to be lower. You're allowed 30 square feet with a ground sign, but you're limited to an 8-foot height. But unfortunately, we can't approve this because it doesn't meet code. It's just too large.
Right.
But I'll just ask the board here, aesthetically, Yeah.
Yeah, from an
Yeah, I
aesthetic
think
point of view, I
aesthetically,
think it
we're
looks
good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then there's some parameters as far as placement of it. Of course, you're at a busy little intersection there on
Right.
Route 30.
Yeah, I think
But-
we'd move it in more
Yeah, it's
further.
got to be 10 feet off the cartway,
Right.
but,
And a lower ground sign will not give you the visibility you're looking for?
No, I don't think so. How about if it was on a pedestal or something like that? No?
Well, you're limited to the height requirement.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pedestal will be counted as part of the sign, I think, if it's on the ground.
Okay.
yeah. Well, you said you're at 24 now, so there's
Right.
not a lot you can do. I know that Crewman's probably a new tenant in that building.
I think there's 2 new ones.
There's 2 new ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess what we would say is, if you want to just stick with the existing size and change the panels, we probably would still want them to come back.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we'd still want you to come back maybe next month, if you talk to the
Oh, no,
association.
these are on the, they are on the old sign now. The
Oh, they're
new
all-
tenants are already on the old
Oh,
sign.
they're already on there
Yeah,
without-
but they wanted the bigger size to have
Okay.
a bigger name and
All right.
bigger appearance where they are.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, we just can't approve it, but.
Yeah,
if, you know,
right.
The people want to go through and try to get relief from the zoning hearing board.
Okay.
I mean, that's certainly their
You have
prerogative.
to prove a hardship.
Yeah.
A hardship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, why isn't 24 big enough? You know, that's what you'll have to prove to the zoning hearing board.
Okay.
But like I say, aesthetically,
Yeah.
it's fine.
So
Yeah.
what we can do is, we can vote on a contingent approval of the aesthetics, and give them that, and then they can move forward if they want to go seek the variance.
Which wouldn't require a recurrence.
Exactly.
Linda, one other question.
Sure.
That sign, when illuminated, is black, the background is black, correct?
It's Doornautic bronze.
Okay.
It's dark brown, dark as
Okay.
they come.
But the light only comes through the lettering.
Through the letters,
Right.
yes.
Right.
And I think he has special permission to use the logo in the state form.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, we good?
Yeah.
We good, Jane? We're good? Linda, any other questions?
No, that's good.
How do you want us to proceed? Do you want us to give a contingent that you're gonna seek zoning relief, or do you want us to deny you?
Can I let Lisa know tomorrow, or so I can talk to my client?
Yeah, we'll make a motion tonight, though. Tim, you want to do that? And we'll make a motion that if they, well, you said the panels are already changed.
Yeah,
Okay. So, Tim, you just want to?
So, I mean, from a procedural standpoint, I don't know the difference as to whether we give them contingent approval to go seek the variance versus a denial. I think contingent allows them more flexibility. That's usually what Kevin tells us.
Okay.
Gives us more flexibility.
Okay.
So I think we can give you that, and then
Okay.
you can go forward with that how best you can and talk to the office
yeah.
here.
All right, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
Okay, Tim. All
So
right.
in the matter of DRB 2021-46, the application of Brandywine sign, I move to contingently approve the aesthetics of the sign, subject to a zoning variance.
Okay, you were here second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right.
Thank
Thank you,
you so
Linda.
much.
Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda is DRB 2021-53, the application of Rockwell Homes at 208 North Aberdeen Avenue in Wayne for 6 units. Hi there.
Good evening.
Hi.
I'm Christy Flynn with Rockwell.
Okay.
Here tonight because we are working on a project at 208 North Aberdeen, which many in the township who have been around for a while know is the kind of adjacent to the pool store, so if you've been here. So I've got a picture up here of the before, and so now we're going to look at what we would like to do.
Okay, good.
So we have subdivision and land development approval for 6 townhomes in this location. Townhomes in your ordinance are considered a multifamily, which leads me to be before you this evening.
Okay, good.
So we've presented elevations. It's one building that we're talking about. It will look like this. We'll have a mixture of stone and hardy plank, different hardy plank materials, some shake, some siding, asphalt roof and metal roof, and then obviously a lot of glazing on the front.
So I guess in applications like this, we usually just kind of walk through and you'll tell us a little bit about the materials and about the lighting and about proposed signage, trash, and things like that.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, so there's not any signage proposed at all.
okay.
It's well, I guess with the exception of the address numbers that would be incorporated. There would be lanterns, just ordinary residential lantern lights on the face of the building for the front doors. In some cases where there's a covered front entry, it could have a recessed light above the front door instead of that. The trash would be handled on an individual basis. The way that this building works is, let me show you that. So, from a plan view here, you can see that this here is North Aberdeen. There's a drive that enters the side of the property here, and the garages are in the back, sort of basement level. So it's essentially a walkout basement with the garages behind off of that shared drive.
Front yard setback. Just curious.
Well, one of the things that we're doing is we are moving the curb towards the building to allow for a parking bump in, because parking on that street
Street parking?
can be difficult. So parallel on-street parking for the neighborhood, not required for
Right.
our use, but that was important for the neighborhood. Sorry, I'm just checking I would have to squint to figure this out.
That's what I was curious about, the
Yeah,
parking.
off the sidewalk, it's probably 10.
10 feet. Okay, thank you.
That's
So you'll have curb, grass strip, sidewalk.
Sidewalk is adjacent to the curb,
Okay.
because when we moved it back,
You
It-
lost that.
we don't have, well, there's never actually a planting strip on
Okay.
this particular property. So, but we're gonna move it back, the sidewalk, to make it so that the, sort of the path wasn't too circuitous,
Uh-huh.
because along that street,
It's awkward.
it's adjacent to the curb on the south side.
Mm-hmm.
There's a narrow planting strip on the north side, but it's not as wide as what these parking spaces would be. So,
I would imagine it's going to be much more pedestrian friendly than,
without question. Yeah, without question. And then there would be the lead walks to the stoops, coming off of that public sidewalk there, to the front doors that are.
What's your percentage of impervious?
We actually reduced impervious as part of this. This required a text amendment to the C3 zoning.
Right.
And so with residential uses, it went down from what was permitted under the commercial. And now it's been a couple months
Yeah.
since I got that approval, but it's below 60%, which is permitted in the C3 district for commercial uses. And then, of course, right now, the site is completely impervious. It was basically a yard for the pool business. It's all asphalt and gravel. All of that's being pulled out, and then we have provided for infiltration and stormwater on the site.
Okay. What type of system are you using?
It's a subsurface pipe and stone system.
Because I know water is a big issue right at that section of town.
It is. I'm actually a neighbor. It's really,
Okay, yeah.
really
Yeah.
specific knowledge in that location.
Jane, comments, questions? Your mic's off. Oh, your mic.
It's an improvement to what's there.
I think it shows well. Looks nice.
Pardon?
Looks
Oh, yeah.
nice. Yeah.
I think so, the plantings of, I think also not having a hill strip between the sidewalk and the curb is much better, because most plants can't live there anyway.
If you can't provide
A wider sidewalk
one
is
that's
all- I just
wide
prefer it.
enough,
Yeah.
it's really a losing battle anyway.
Yeah.
What other landscaping do you plan on the property?
There's a landscaping buffer around the perimeter, adjacent to the other properties. There's also a privacy fence on the 3 sides, not the street side, but the 3 sides. And then there are 2 street trees on the landscaping plan on either side of that parking area.
Okay. You good with that, Jane?
Yeah, and I saw the tree list, although tree lists can change, and and property owners are allowed to do that, you know, but the tree list they're proposing is a very good tree list for that site.
Thank you.
All right, board, questions,
No
comments?
questions from me.
No, it looks good.
Oh, looks good.
Certainly have a quality builder and pretty well known around Radnor Township, so,
Pleased to be here. Excited to do this project.
yeah, it'll be naturally a big improvement for that neighborhood, so.
It's my first job in high school, American Pool Service.
Oh, okay, all right. Good, so you certainly know the site, yeah. All right, any
Okay.
other, we're done?
I think so.
Chris, any comments or for the board?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What's the proposed completion date? Just curious, because
Yeah,
I live in the
so-
neighborhood.
Yeah, so you might have noticed that we're underway on site work
Yep.
there. It's going to probably take us 10 months to build the houses, 10 to 12. So about a year from now, we'd be settling
Great.
homes there.
Any pre-sales?
We will not be pre-selling these. It's such a small building that we will get it at least to drywall before we start selling.
Good luck.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Colin, you want to take this one?
Sure. In the matter of DRB 2021-53 Rockwell Homes at the location of 208 North Aberdeen Avenue for the approval of 6 townhomes, 1 building.
Okay, do we hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you very
all
much.
so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
You want those plans? Take 'em all. Okay, next is DRB 2021-55, the application of Jennifer Knoll at 121 North Wayne Avenue, Unit 101 in Wayne. Jennifer? Hi there.
Hi, good evening. I don't know if you guys can see this. I know that it's in my packet as well, what my design is. Where did you place that? It's blown up. It's on the 8x10. It's my window signage.
Do you want to lay these out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That way you guys.
Okay.
So this is what I would like to have on my window. So the restore movement, flexibility, strength, and recovery would be in white, vinyl letters. And then it's on just on the clear window. I have the sidewalk window at 121. So.
You can lay that out, I think,
and
so everybody
then
can see.
that's- So that's the back room, that's the right side of the building, and then mine is right here. So MLW is above me, I'm the bottom sidewalk window, so the restore movement would go the top portion of that bottom window.
Have these since been changed above you,
No, those are recent photos.
but they're 2 different windows?
One's on the right, one's on the
Okay,
left.
sorry.
Yep, so I'm on the left basement.
Yep.
The right basement, I believe, is the ladies' room.
It's a pretty simple application. I mean, you just have to stay within 20 square feet or under of your available
And I
window
believe
space.
I have 14 high, 28 wide, should fit within that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I was just fooling around with the numbers, and you're allowed like 2.75, and you're at 2.04, so you're fine. Yeah. Pretty easy,
Yep.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You all right? Pretty easy.
Keep it easy for everybody.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Jennifer, any other comments or questions for the board?
No, sir.
Okay, Jane, you want to take this one?
Okay. For DRB 2021-55 for Jennifer Knoll for 121 North Wayne Avenue, number 101, for new vinyl letters in the window.
Second?
Move for
Second.
approval.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great.
Do you need
Thank
these
you.
back?
You can hold on to those if you want. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, moving right along. Next is DRB 2021-56, the application of Wardrobe, Jonathan Bruno, at 107 East Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for 2 wall signs.
Good evening.
Hi.
Jonathan Bruno from Wardrobe, 107 East Lancaster Avenue. I'm proposing 2 signs that would be 2 foot by 8 foot that were the same size as 2 signs that existed on the building before I moved in. One is on the front above the door, and one is a side view of the building. They're the same size sign as my neighbor, which is Lovebirds Boutique. So I made sure they were the same size of something that was already approved.
So Jonathan, they're the exact same size, so we shouldn't see any shadow or anything like that. You're going to put them in the exact same location?
Yeah, and
that
they're
what's
sort
there?
of flat against a wall, so
Mhm.
they're not they're not flush with the building itself. They're sort
Right.
of set in,
Mhm.
and there's I think, an evening light that lights them up.
Yeah, I think they have a light band at the top
Yeah,
there.
and they'll just be,
You can see it in the side elevation.
There you go, good, yeah. Again, pretty simple application.
This reminds me of solid wood cabinetry. Remember the corner of Conestoga? I think they're allowed to have that side sign, right?
Well, it's there.
It's there already,
Oh,
that's
it's already
why.
there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's one there, so, yeah,
Gotcha.
that's,
Yeah,
yeah, Kevin's been
that's where
pretty
they-
strict about that. If
Yeah.
it's
I know.
already there, you know, it's, yeah. Yeah, there's
You
always a
can
question.
see the shadow of
No, I
where the
didn't
other
see
one
that,
was.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
can see the
Yeah.
surface
Yep.
where it was removed.
Yeah. Okay, so size is okay, and I guess the one thing we'd advise you, I don't know who's doing your signage, but the fasteners cannot be shown. They'd have to attach that sign without seeing big bolts.
Yeah,
going
I think
through or
that, I
anything
think
like
they
that.
figure, they've included, I think there's something in there from the
Okay.
sign company about how they're going to mount them.
Mm-hmm. And just want to make sure also that the address number is on your door.
I will
In case
have,
of
I will
emergency?
put it on the door,
Yeah,
yes.
just to make sure of that. And, what else, guys?
No, the address, that's the only thing I thought.
What's that?
I only thought about the address.
Yeah, yeah. the-
No A-frames.
No, okay, go ahead.
There you go. You know the A-frame signs?
Yeah, I wouldn't put an A-frame outside,
Perfect.
no.
They're not allowed, they get
Nope.
taken away.
Yep.
They
I already
pop
knew
up all the
that.
time, but yeah. And you probably heard with the last application, if you want to do some window signage, you're allowed to use maximum of 20% of your window
Okay,
size.
I was gonna come back and propose that later after these were approved. I didn't want to do it all
Sure,
at one time.
Sure. Yeah, if you
Probably
want
I
to
would
put a
just
crawl
do-
at the bottom or whatever.
Yeah, probably just a white vinyl
Yeah.
window decal on
Mhm.
the front window.
Okay.
Just closest to the door, because I'm next to a small, younger person's boutique, so
Mhm.
I think it would be good if we could distinguish the difference between the two of them. That's probably why I wanted 2 signs, too.
Okay. Do you think you might be ready with that next month?
Probably, is that okay?
Yeah, I don't know whether,
I don't know what the deadline is.
well, I think we'll probably have time. Could we,
September 22nd is the
can we
deadline.
can we run this application, maybe a continuation, so he doesn't get charged for it?
Oh, yeah, that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
What do you think?
I'm sure he wants to.
you're okay with
I'm sure he
it.
wants to release this package.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're just gonna give me permission to do the sign and just come back, the
Well-
decal, and show you what it looks like?
I think so.
Okay,
It's
that
gonna-
sounds good.
But to check with the boss.
yeah, not,
Okay.
yeah, not the.
So I would come back on the next month on the 22nd and just show it to you?
Yeah, we'll, I guess Lisa will check with Kevin tomorrow, who's headed code enforcement, and maybe see if we can call it kind of a continuation where you can come back next month.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that way you won't have to pay us another fee, but I don't know if we're going to be able to let you do
Okay,
that
well,
or not.
let me
We're
know
just-
if it's
They would
possible.
just
That would
hold
be
up-
very
they might just hold
helpful.
up these 2 signs if we don't actually approve them yet. So
Yeah,
that's
if you
the-
want, I would prefer you approve these, and I will pay a fee if that's better
Okay,
than if
well, let's
these
do it
get
that way
approved.
then.
That's-
That-
Yeah,
That'll be
I
easier
don't
all the
mind
way
paying
around.
another fee for the other side.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for offering.
Okay,
What is the business?
It's a women's clothing store,
good. And you expect to open pretty soon?
October 1st, hopefully.
Okay, it's pretty soon, yeah. All right, good luck.
You want your
If they get all-
signs?
If they get all the work done, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay.
Is this your only location, or?
I have a store in Narberth. This would be a second location.
Okay.
Same name?
Yep.
Good, lots of luck to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good. All right, Jonathan, any questions for the board?
Sure,
You're-
I have no
you're-
questions.
You're good? I'm trying to think whose turn it is.
Matter of DRB 2021-56, application for wardrobe. Jonathan Bruno, 107 East Lancaster Avenue, Wayne, the approval of 2 wall signs.
Is there a second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you,
so much,
Jonathan.
appreciate it.
Lots of luck.
Best of luck.
Next is DRB 2021-57, the application of KC Sign Company, Greg Feld, at 163 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne, for a wall sign. Hey, Greg.
Hey, how you doing? Good evening.
Hey. All right. It's been a while since we've seen you.
I was going to say that, yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't been here for a while.
Mm-hmm. All right. Looks like another easy one coming in here. This is flying right through tonight. So why don't you tell us what you have in mind there, Greg?
Okay, I'm here for a Privé Salon, and they would like to put up a wall sign. It's non-illuminated. There's already gooseneck lamps on the facade, so we're just going to use the exterior lighting to illuminate the sign. And it is proposed to be a aluminum backer panel that would cover the existing facade. It's set in right now. You can kind of see from the photograph there. The existing facade is set in. There's a little bit of a lip around it. So we would like to use that lip to put the pan in there, and that would cover up the existing facade's a little weather beaten, and there's a bunch of holes in it right now. So instead of patching and painting that whole facade, we would do a nice clean aluminum pan, and then attached to the pan would be black 1-inch thick PVC letters. And then that would also keep the individual letters from us having to drill a million holes in the facade. We would just put them all in one piece on the pan, and that would keep the facade in the back that's there now pretty clean. And the pan would take up, we're going to paint it the same color as the facade that's there now, with just the black letters on it and have the gooseneck lamp shine down on it. The square footage of the text part of the sign without the pan is about 20 square feet. Overall, the pan covers a 50 square foot facade area, the sign band area.
What do you guys think?
I think it looks great.
Yeah, it's nice and clean. And, yeah.
I love what they've done with this.
Fix the signs if it's good.
Mm-hmm. Tim, you good with it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Pretty easy.
Was
Okay.
the other one meant to just be temporary originally, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. That was just,
That was more recent.
Yeah, they came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a new store. They've
Yeah.
only been there 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to remember, because there was an issue that we had, that something about,
Well, they came in with a couple,
Ufus or
they
something.
came in, and then they came back with a different mock-up of the sign and everything. So they were, a couple times they came in.
Yeah.
Then I think they came in, didn't they come in with awnings too?
Oh.
Some different, yeah, they have the solid black awning. I think the one awning had stripes, so I think they came back and forth a couple times before they decided what they wanted, so.
what are your thoughts on the 14-inch letters?
I really don't have a problem with it. I don't know about you guys. You all right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're all right, I'm all right.
yeah, it kind of fits the neighborhood there with what we have going on there.
issue with Cornerstone and the additional lettering?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's up there on the sign as it is already.
No, I know,
I
just-
think we had that issue with them
Was
last
that it?
time.
Yeah.
I remember there was something.
There was something.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
just asking.
Great. Yeah, you can look at the Trek letters next door. They're a lot bolder than this is going to be, so,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Greg, any questions for the board?
no.
We good?
Yes, sir.
Good, good? Jane,
Yeah,
good?
I
Just
agree.
wanna Take this one.
Right. For DRB 2021-57, for 163 West Lancaster Avenue, for a new panel sign. I move for approval.
Here, a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Great,
Thanks,
thank you very much.
Greg.
Sorry I
Appreciate it.
couldn't stay longer.
take care. Next is DRB 2021-58, the application of Wayne Express Incorporated at 306 East Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for a new graphics on a gas station. Hello there.
How you doing?
Good.
My name's Pete Karakelian. This is my father, Gary Karakelian. I'm going to speak for him, but he's
okay.
the owner of the property.
Okay.
Currently, the gas station at 306 East Lancaster Avenue is branded BP. The supply contract with BP is now terminated, and we are going to just basically de-decal the site from the BP branding. So we propose this sign package. Forgive us, I don't have a copy of it to illuminate.
Sorry, can you repeat that opening statement? Your BP is no longer contracted?
So when
So
we
they had a lease?
well, you purchase a supply contract.
Okay.
When you work with a major oil company.
Okay.
So they have a certain time period and a certain amount of gallons
Got it.
that you have to pump from them. And then they offer the support and the credit cards and the marketing and all that kind of stuff. And so that is terminated. There's a certain period of time
Got it.
that we assumed when we purchased that property.
Understood.
So it's no longer with us. And frankly, it's not a very good deal to purchase from the majors.
Got it.
And so and then they are not really supporting the dealers as much as
And
well.
you guys are the owners of the property?
Yes, sir.
Got it.
So-
Sorry for interrupting.
No problem.
I guess there were some rumors that a major franchise was going to go into that location. I guess that's kind of a dead deal? You don't know? Okay, all right.
That was my next question.
Right, exactly. Well, that's everybody's question.
What's the question?
This is the hot property in Wayne.
Right,
Can
right.
I answer anything specifically, or?
Is
Okay.
Wawa coming?
Well, the land development process is still ongoing,
Okay.
Good.
Okay. All right.
which would significantly enhance the appearance of that corner with both of those
Okay.
stations, but,
Agreed.
So this may be
Thank you.
temporary signage.
correct.
Okay, all
It's a
right.
stopgap. So
Okay, good.
typically, when you see this process go on, you'll notice a blue tarp over a branding or something like that, and we feel that that wouldn't be aesthetically pleasing for that area. Even though the site is run down, we wanted to spend some money and do it clean,
Okay, good.
reface.
Good. Okay. All
We're
right,
actually
so-
reducing the signage because we're going to be taking all the small insignias and signs off the gas dispensers as well.
Okay. Well, why don't you just walk us through and
Okay.
kind of step by step?
The first page here is the price sign out front, which is a goalpost sign along Lancaster Avenue. You can see in the lower right-hand corner the BP medallion, and it's just green pricing, or I should say it's a green, I don't know the specific sign terminology, decal with the backlit for the pricing and the grades. The one change we want to make, actually, it's on the newer rendering, is instead of the premium, you'll have regular premium and diesel, which will eliminate actually a wind sign that we have on site right now that says diesel's here. I don't know if anyone noticed that driving by. So we put the diesel sign up there, which would also clean up the roadside signs.
Right,
Yep.
right. Those road signs have to go.
Okay,
Yeah, because first off, they're not allowed.
gotcha.
And secondly, they're blocking the view as people pull out.
Right.
I understand there's been some near accidents because of that, so.
I honestly think that they've just been left in place since the former owner, I'll be honest
Yeah,
with you.
they
I don't
need to
think
go,
we
so, yeah, all right,
will be gone tomorrow.
okay. So the Wayne Gas and Car Wash you're going to pop out the plate that says BP,
Correct,
and you're going to put a new plate in?
yes.
Okay, all right.
Are you set on the red, or is it?
It kind of goes along with our other sites. We use a red and gray and white
Okay.
theme. No, but it's easier to see typically. It draws the eye.
I mean, you guys
We're going to lose the
the
marketing from
red?
the branding,
BP is going to take its green stripes back.
pretty much.
Okay, all right.
The dull green.
Breaking them in.
I just can hear my wife in my head.
What's that, the red?
Yeah, it's red.
I'm going to hear it too.
I know,
So you're not,
I can picture Vinny's Pizza, the red.
Yeah.
I know, I know. It's
So you're
my
not
favorite
married to
color
red.
for a
Oh, the
sign.
Cabra yellow coming up.
It's not my favorite color for a sign.
I just think it's like, I don't know.
I-
It gets your attention, which
Right.
you want.
That's exactly
It's
it.
also a little distracting, but.
so I mean, you have no obligation, any gas company, that you have to use red. You can use any color you want, pretty much.
And we don't want to talk you out of it. If you're set on it, it
Yeah.
doesn't kill the deal.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, we would prefer it just because
Okay.
with our
Fine.
red uniforms, which are
Okay.
safety.
No, it's good,
Fine.
good
Um,
call, yeah.
Yeah.
So you probably know, or hopefully you know, when that Wayne Gas and Car Wash lights at night, the only thing that could be visible are the white lettering. The background's got to be black.
Okay. So it can't shine red.
Exactly.
Got
So
it.
they'll put a film behind there.
So it's got to be opaque.
Opaque,
is
yes.
the word. Okay.
Okay. And not so that's two-sided sign. Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
There's a special provision in the code about gas.
There is some, if you want to send that. So it's a C2 zoning, and there are some provisions.
There is something special about what can
Yeah.
be on gas signs, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's no red.
Yeah,
Well, no, my concern is the gas and car wash, and the compliance with the, because it's not the name of the business.
oh, I see, okay. All right, so while Tim's looking that up, why don't we'll move along, and,
So
So-
the next page here was just showing that we'd pull all of the proprietary decals and lots of different stickers on the dispensers. We actually started that process already, just to make
Okay.
them.
so they're strictly
paint-
decals then?
What's that?
Strictly decals,
Correct, but we've already painted over them. Just
Okay.
a clear off-white color, neutral,
okay. Right, okay,
off-white,
all right.
eggshell. And then we were just thinking to go along with the red band instead of a green band
Mhm.
on
And
the
that's
building.
just for the,
Kiosk.
yeah. You guys all right with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no graphics, no nothing there, right?
No.
What are you gonna use for that, red?
I
gonna
think
paint it,
vinyl
or-
overlay or paint.
Is it aluminum?
What do you guys feel? I mean, aluminum's gonna be a nicer job, I think.
What is it currently? What's the existing material?
I believe it's an aluminum band.
Is that band something that actually, the package that BP gave for the property, it probably had, it gave you its supplies, right?
Frankly, I don't know. We
Yeah,
purchased it
that's-
when it was existing there.
Yeah.
If you look at the deterioration around the car wash, it looks like just a green decal.
Okay.
And then around the gas canopy themselves, they have this huge bump out green band, which is just affixed to it, so we were gonna
Right.
just take that off. And frankly, we weren't even necessarily, we don't have to go red on the canopy. We can just leave the off-white to match the dispensers.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Don't you think? Yeah. It's gonna be bright
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're good with the paint?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you feel you can do a good job painting it.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
I'm feeling this all temporary.
So
never hint
the
it.
canopy, it's gonna be off-white?
Off-white, yes.
Off-white.
Yeah,
No-
we're just
no
gonna
red,
remove,
no
we'll
green.
remove, it's not zoomed in, but it's like a bump out, and I guess they were supposed to be illuminated, but they never got the approval for the light band.
Okay,
So that's not there, and then we're gonna pull that off, just clean it.
I think that's gonna look a lot better. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
think
bright
so.
enough
A lot
down
of
there.
red.
Yeah, it is, okay.
Look like I-95.
Right, You
Exactly.
won't notice it. I don't think, I'm thinking it's probably not enough that it'll kind of disappear there.
Yeah,
So,
okay. All right, and then we'll look at the car wash signage.
we can do the same thing with the car wash. You know, the red obviously makes the building appear out of nowhere, but, I'm sorry. We were just kind of mimicking what was there with some white vinyl, or red
That would be
vinyl
fine.
overlay,
The
but.
white vinyl?
What they're showing, the red on the car wash and the red on the guard shack. and-
Okay.
And then
That's
not
enough.
red on the canopy.
On the canopy,
I
correct.
think the only,
I think that's a nice compromise.
the only thing I think I would ask is the back of the building which faces the neighbors, maybe you can just leave that the neutral color,
Neutral color?
don't you think? Instead of
Yeah,
neighbors
okay.
having to look at that.
Facing Midland, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you really need,
On the inner side, we would just
The
make
enter
that.
side, yeah.
enter- yeah, do you really need enter? I think people know, right? Okay. Yeah, I know. All right,
Same
so,
technology.
okay. And how about on the front, car wash exit? I didn't think we need that either.
No?
No.
Can we put car wash or just remove all the lettering?
I'll see what the
I
board says.
think car wash is fine.
Yeah, I would almost say,
Car wash is fine.
yeah, get rid of exit.
You don't need exit.
No, no.
I mean,
no
unless the
one's gonna go-
township is requesting this.
Yeah, my only issue there is that, from a safety standpoint,
Yeah, I
does
don't-
it
I don't know about
prevent
the
people
safety
from
requirement.
driving in from Lancaster straight into the car wash
You'd
that
be
way?
amazed, but that does occur. So
Say
on
there
on
are-
other
I've seen
locations,
people do it,
You
so
know,
I'm
we
not.
put do not enter signs on the car
Yeah, I've
wash.
seen
Let's say
people do
their
it.
attendant, happens to run to the bathroom.
Right.
Okay,
And somebody pulls in.
okay.
I don't know.
Do you want,
I
Probably
think
we-
you probably would want it as a liability standpoint.
right. We could put a do not enter sign, like a
No,
small.
just exit.
Or if we just, take a look what's there now.
There's
Just-
something on this.
Just exit the way it is now?
Just exit, forget car wash.
Yeah, I mean, I
Let's
think,
do that.
I think we know it's a car wash.
Okay, all right.
We
Yeah.
we can leave the BP coloring too.
It just won't be consistent.
It won't be consistent,
Nah.
exactly.
No.
I don't think they're gonna
Somebody will
bust.
complain about it.
They won't, I don't think they'll
Who's gonna complain about it
chase us
anyway?
for the car wash building signage, but
This
it'll,
property, somebody's gonna
Yeah.
complain
I-
about it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
What's that, Tim?
Nothing.
Okay. I would say, you know what, let's do exit, but let's keep it small, no
Okay.
larger than it is now.
you got it.
Yeah,
But lose the green.
Lose the green.
Lose all the green. Isn't that your intent?
Yes.
Yeah.
And even on the side there, where we're gonna have car wash, let's keep it kind of the same font, same size. Right, I don't think it needs it.
Well, it is about the same size. I think it's about the same
What's that?
size. I think it's about the same size on
Yeah,
the side,
it's a little bolder lettering, but,
because it's white on red.
yeah. I think anybody living
White on
around there
red.
knows the car wash is there, and,
And there's no hoagies available.
right, exactly, yeah. I think what we want to do is just minimize that area a little bit, yeah. I think that, I hate to say it, the neighbors are already a little upset down there, and we need to keep peace, and,
Right.
yeah. So,
And then we'll remove all the wind frames, like you said.
The property itself, I know you probably don't want to dump a lot of money into it. Is the property itself in a half-decent shape, or does it
As-
need some work down there?
What do you mean by the
Or
property?
just, was it a little tired, run down?
It
or-
needs a 100% facelift and upgrade,
does,
and it
okay.
actually is painful to operate the way it is now. Yeah.
Yeah,
We want to put a first class, we're first class operators. Dad's
Okay.
been operating in the
Sure.
township since 1968.
exactly.
All of our new projects win beautification awards from townships.
Yeah.
Upper Marion Township gave
Mhm.
us their beautification approval.
Mhm.
We love to build beautiful things.
Okay.
This is not something that should be even in our portfolio, but unfortunately with the delay on
Yeah,
the improvement to the corner,
Yeah, I
then
see.
we're kind of
if,
holding on.
oh, yeah, we know did a nice job there.
Yeah.
If by chance the proposed new tenant doesn't get approved,
Mhm.
do you think you'll come back and do a major facelift on that building?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I.
We can heavily enhance the car wash to do better than everybody else in the area. You know,
Okay.
that will be a first-class facility.
Okay,
New landscaping, new asphalt,
Okay.
new gas tanks, probably reduce the gas use,
Mhm.
enhance the car wash use a little bit,
right, okay.
improve the building.
So there is a specific section in the code dealing with gas service stations, and it does specify the different types of signs that are permitted,
Mhm.
including the different signs on a wall for the services that are offered. They can be presented right above where that service is offered. So the car wash isn't a permitted sign as long as it's less than 10 square feet.
Okay.
The issue I think that we might have is having gas and car wash on the freestanding sign. Because,
Mr. Karian, I'm sorry, could you use the mic, please? Can you use the microphone? Yeah.
We can put gas and wash.
oh no, I think the issue is using the words gas and wash on that freestanding sign, because technically under the sign code, you're permitted to have your name and the logo on the sign, and the address and the pricing under this provision under the
Can we
code.
put Wayne Gas?
Or Wayne Expresses, or
What's the
something like
name of
that.
the business?
Wayne Express.
Maybe you amend the LLC name.
Yeah.
Wayne Express. As I said, we're not worrying about the car wash. People know there's a car wash. They know gas.
I heard a
We just
DBA in
wanna
there.
know,
That could be, I can't give you legal advice, obviously, but that could be a way around things.
Yeah.
We can put,
We'd have to file it doing business as DBA. Doing business as Wayne Gas and Wash.
well, we don't have, you don't want any sign over there? As I said, this is.
Well, it's just,
It's all
we can
temporary.
only give you what we can give you under the code. So that's why I'm looking at this specifically, because there was something that stuck in my mind when I read this code. This section of the code, which I've only read the one time that I read the full code before I started.
I'm sorry, can you use the mic,
What we
please?
can do, I'll be honest with you, no. We put the auto wash logo over there. We have your auto wash logo. I don't have a picture, just the logo of the car wash. Like you said, like the DP logo, we do have our logo, car wash. It does say anything.
Does the code say single use, or we can't do two uses on that?
It
goalpost?
doesn't provide for the freestanding sign, it doesn't allow for, where it says, sign contents. So this is section 280-120, there might be an A or B in there. C2. C62. Sign contents. A freestanding sign shall contain only the name, address, logo, pricing information, and/or telephone number of the permitted use.
So put logo.
So by having the different services, so it contemplates the services being advertised elsewhere on on the property, not on the freestanding sign.
Gotcha.
So that's why, since the company's name is Wayne Express, Inc., instead of Wayne Gas and Car Wash.
So we can just put Wayne Express.
If you
Yeah.
put
And have
Wayne
the gas
Express on
pricing
that, it
below
would
it,
be
it's
consistent.
self-explanatory?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
think
and if you have a logo, then that's something you could also consider as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just looking at the letter of the code, that's,
You know, or you could do the other option we suggested.
yeah.
I think
Which I
Wayne
think is a
Express would
fairly
explain
simple
what's going on
application.
the property
Okay.
I think,
adequately.
yeah,
Quick
Because
car
the
rush, quick
gas prices are right underneath it.
Right.
Yeah, we do everything.
And what would you say, I mean, you probably don't know, but like, would you say like 90% of your clientele is in the town anyway?
Well, yeah, but it's passed by.
You think it is passed by?
It is passed by.
Okay.
Yeah.
When all this change is starting to take place now? Are you up against the gun a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we're ready to go
Yeah.
as soon as we got approval, absolutely.
Your contract with BP's out.
Yes.
When's that BP sign have to come down? Already putting the heat on you?
Not yet.
Okay, all right.
It's supposed to be September 1st, but we've already started the process, so
So
I
what we're
have
at-
some off-white panels that match
Uh-huh.
the coloring, which I can put up
Yeah,
in a stopgap, you know what I mean? And we can debrand it, and it'll just we'll keep the green bands on the building and just take the BP flag off, and we'll be safe.
I don't remember what the temporary sign requirements are, but there is something in the code that speaks to temporary signs too, so
Okay.
yeah, usually it's
30 days or something like
30
that.
days, and it has to be approved by Kevin
Yeah.
in the
To-
office.
Before,
Yeah, it should. Like
and it can
guys,
only be used for 30 days.
guys put up a banner in a new store opening or whatever. I don't think anybody does it, but according to the law, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Is get approval from the office, and you have 30 days to, before you take it down.
So if we do Wayne Express,
I have no problem with that.
we're good to go.
I have no
Do we
problem.
need to send you another rendering for review, or
We would
Maybe
like
just
it
a
for
record
files.
set.
Yeah.
record set? Okay.
Okay.
If you do Wayne Express, are you going to do, I assume probably the script font, or what would you think?
Sure.
I don't know.
That's going to be pretty big.
Yeah, it's big.
It's going to be a lot of space for
Yeah.
Wayne Express. I mean,
We can put our logo in the corner, like do Wayne Express with the logo.
That's how I'm trying to get our logos on,
It's a serpent car.
I'm just worried if the letters would be so large driving by.
We can keep that same size. We don't have to fill in the whole space with it.
Okay.
Let me pick up a logo.
The part of the sign that matters to people as they drive by is the numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously.
This is true.
Especially
Let me
lately.
see.
Say again?
People are going to freak out when they see where they're going to think, wow, this just moved in. Right?
I know,
Be pulling in for their shorties and stuff.
it's hilarious.
This is one we just finished up in King of Prussia. That's our logo there.
That's perfect. Oh, yeah, that's great.
We can do that in the bottom corner and just Wayne Express over there.
Perfect.
Problem solved.
Yep.
Can't really see too well.
So this isn't your first gas station as such?
No.
No, okay. But you don't want to be in the gas station business, do you?
No, car wash is the focus now.
Car wash is the
Yeah,
focus.
he was gas, and I'm second generation now. I'm focusing on the car wash.
1968 over there.
Okay, all right,
Even
It's
BP,
evolving.
The oil companies, that's
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're an agent that
Yes.
takes a small commission.
Right, I
And you're
see.
handling a lot of money. It's a lot of liability, environmental contaminant, everything.
Right.
It's just not,
the funny part
it's
there
not
was-
fun.
I'm sorry.
The funny part there was, especially in all the oil companies, zoning pricing, which was done 1920s or was after World War II, right? They see how the competition is selling,
Right,
and then they price 10 to 12 cents. That's it.
right,
And out of that 10, 12 cents, you're paying 5 to 6 cents credit card fees.
right.
And we did not have that all days credit card fees.
Sure.
We were making at 32 cents a gallon, I started selling it.
Mm-hmm,
Believe me, we were making more money than we're selling now at
Right.
$3, $2.
yeah,
So
wow.
we said it's enough, forget about the big
Okay.
corporations. It's not just BP, some oil company,
Okay.
Exxon, all the big majors,
Mm-hmm,
they're playing game.
I like that sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so we're on the same page.
Yep.
All right, good. So you'll submit that to the township,
Yes.
and they'll have it for the files and all that. so-
Okay.
Okay.
Draw it up tomorrow.
Anything else that you think we've missed? Okay. Should we go through and review everything, just to make sure we're
Tim
on the
should.
same page?
Tim should.
Okay. All right, so we're good with the ground sign?
Yep.
Okay, with the new logo, Wayne Express. Red, opaque background, right?
Yep.
Okay, the pumps you're going to, you're going to...
Cleaned up, decals removed.
Right. New look there. Possibly paint the red band on the building, or if it's too bad, you're going to replace it with new facing material in red.
Correct.
And the car wash, the back, you're just going to leave a neutral color facing the neighbors on Midland,
Yes.
right? The side will say car wash, okay? And we'll try to keep it no larger than the sign lettering that is there now.
Correct.
The front, we're just going to put exit.
Yep.
Again, same size as currently what's there. The canopy will not have the red.
Correct.
It'll just be a neutral color or whatever. You mentioned in the plan here, you're taking out lighting on the canopy?
There was that green band actually lights up.
Oh, I
It's
see.
an LED stripe on it, but I don't think it was ever approved by the township to light it up.
So you're just going to let
So-
it die, or you're going to take it down?
Take it down,
Take it down?
everything,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. The signs along the road are going to go?
Yes,
I think there's 3.
yes.
Okay. What else, guys?
I think you covered.
Is that it?
You covered it.
In the matter of DRB 2021-58, subject to the conditions as just set forth, I move to approve the application.
Okay, for a second?
Second.
I approve.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, thank you.
Still want a hoagie.
Good night. That's all.
Okay.
That's the storm.
Did you write
Yeah.
out all that? Okay, thanks. Oh, no, do you need any of it? Why don't you take this one?
That's another thing, I
Here you
had a
go.
whole copy, I left in my car, and my daughter's
Here
car.
you go, Gary.
It needed service, some kind of technical, I left
Thank you.
everything. I put
Ah,
in the
that's
car.
okay.
Yep.
No,
And I
no
think
problem.
they'll just need the
We got you
final
covered.
print copy
No
of
problem.
that in the office then.
See you guys, thanks a lot. All right, next is DRB 2021-59, the application La Cabra Brewing Smokehouse at 810 Glenbrook Avenue in Bryn Mawr for sign replacements.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hi there.
Thanks for your patience.
Hey. Went through the docket pretty quickly, so.
Okay, yeah, we're moving. All right, so tell us who you are.
Yeah, I'm Chuck Golder. I'm the Director of Operations for La Cabra Brewing.
Okay.
Represent the smokehouse as well. Stand before you as a representative of my partnership group. The signs, as they are proposed, are on the building. So I guess grace or forgiveness is what I'm here for.
Okay.
They are the exact same size, shape, and location as the existing signs, both from the initial approval and from the former business when Vigo was formerly in the property. Different colors, very similar fonts and content. Literally just replaced the same exact signs in the same shape. So black and white as opposed to yellow and black. And this was just a kind of, frankly, it's been a rough go. We were trying to do anything we could to reapply customer association with the brand. And Bodega formerly didn't really tell people that La Cabra was there. So we decided that if La Cabra was more prominent, we might see some more foot traffic and people recognize us from the intersection. So the decision was put forth, and I understand someone was in contact with our current general manager to appear here to discuss the signs.
So Bodega was
In
actually
opposition?
separate.
Sorry, say it again.
Sorry.
Okay, you first.
Bodega was actually separate from La Cabra?
Same company.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is exactly the same.
And you were expecting opposition, is that what you're?
No, I understand someone touched base with my current general manager who had pointed out that the signs had been changed, and we, you know,
Somebody
we-
within the
apparent-
township.
you know,
Somebody
I just,
flagged. Yeah, right.
apparently we didn't go through the right process,
Yes.
and I
So it's just a rebranding
wholeheartedly
exercise?
apologize, you know,
Yeah.
for not having gone through the proper channels, but yeah,
Just
it's a
a rebranding.
rebranding. There's no change of hands, ownership's all exactly the same.
Getting
So-
rid of the yellow that my wife would comment to me about
Right.
after I approved it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, you know, like,
have
again, these
missed
are
that. I don't
decisions that were
remember
made years
voting, yeah.
ago, so, we repainted all the yellow that was associated with the color scheme, to be a little more, like, neutral. And all we wanted was people to understand that the brewery was there, and that was part of what was missing, I think, from our original, our layout, so. All the renderings and everything have been adjusted to reflect the new signs, and it's the same company that made them the first time. It's the same substrate, same letters, same everything. It's just been changed from one color to another, essentially.
And they're the ones that are currently up.
Correct. Right now, they're on the building.
I drive by there on a daily basis. They
Right.
look nice.
So you
Yeah.
like them?
I do.
All right, good.
That's good
Cool.
enough for me.
Thank you. I mean, you know, we won't
Jane,
not
you're
go
good?
through the process
Yeah,
again,
good.
but
Questions,
Better than
comments?
yellow.
You're good?
Better than the
Okay.
yellow.
All right,
I never
cool.
knew what was going on there.
Jane called the township.
I called.
no, it's fine. I mean,
Yellow sign
honestly,
you were
like,
there.
I am a big fan of going through the process
Right.
so that we don't have to, after the fact, have the conversation. So
Sure,
I'm just representing the people that made the decision, so thank you for being understanding.
Okay, great.
I appreciate that.
All right. Colin, you want to take that one?
Sure, in the matter of DRB 2021-59, approval of 2 wall signs for La Cabra Brewing Smokehouse. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you muchly. Safe
luck.
travels,
Appreciate it.
everybody.
Thanks. All right, last on tonight's agenda, and I don't see anybody here. It's DRB 2021-60, the application of Foreman Sign Company, which is Smashburger. I don't see anybody. Nobody's in the hallway, right? Okay.
There was somebody sitting outside
Is there?
when I came in.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa's going to take a look just to play it safe.
There's a guy sitting
Yeah,
outside.
who do we have? We had Brandywine come in, remember?
Yeah.
Yes,
They were out in the
twice.
hallway.
See you, good luck.
Thanks.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Best luck again.
We don't want to miss
That'd be
anybody.
something.
It's like, are you still here?
Yeah.
And then
Or
one of
maybe
the,
he was just enjoying the evening.
Yeah. I'm trying to get out by 7. I'm trying to get out by 7.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
And Lisa,
Continue.
you didn't hear from them? No. Okay, so since they're not here and they didn't call ahead or anything, I guess we're going to look at this as a denial, if the board's okay with that? Good. I think, Lisa, I believe Kevin usually asks, do we? You tell me. I don't know. We usually do a denial when they don't call.
I think we do continuance a lot. Do they give them one?
Okay, all right, then we'll do a continuation. Okay, all right.
Okay.
In the matter of 2021-60, I move to continue this matter.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. All right, thanks, gang, and we'll see you next month in October. Everybody's good? No conflicts that you know of at this
No,
point?
not that I know of.
Okay, super. Great. Thank you, Lisa. All right, good night now.